Test, test, test. Oh, you can hear us now. Supposedly.
Where is anybody watching?
Test. Apparently, yeah, we have audio now. It's just right over here. Audio might be a bit screwed up. Anyway, to recap, good morning, everybody. We've got a special guest today. I need to get confirmation that I have audio. I suppose I could always go to my YouTube and get confirmation that I have audio. Yeah, I've got it. So it's audio. It's not the best. The heat, bad audio. Yeah, I can see that. Let me try and this is damn fan. Test, 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 test. Test. Test, test. How's that? It's been a while since I've set up the audio stuff out here because of the heat. So, better? Okay. With the fans going, it's kind of really rough. So I'll try and maintain this as best as I can. Anyway, not just one, Shane Alone, Transcendental Artist Studios, and Granddad's Forge, and any of the other lurkers. I'm only on this tiny monitor. My big TV, as you all know, several months ago, has taken a shit. So, welcome to Forgin with Yamez. I know I usually go on at 6, but tonight we've got a special guest in the shop, and I don't want to keep them on the road for too long, or away from the road for too long, so we're going early, We're doing it live.
And not just one's my wife.
And just one, not just one's your wife?
Yeah.
All right. Not just one, but two. Nope. So, yeah, it is currently 100 degrees flat in the shop. And my special guest, who you guys know, who's actually currently working on his masterpiece, and is well known in all blacksmithing circles as the guy who gives me and Roy shit all the time. We have Mr. John Brunell. So all of those who have seen John Brunell giving us shit, go ahead and feel free to let him have it in the chat. So tell us how you really feel.
So you're gonna monitor the?
Yeah, I'll monitor. I'll watch. I'll be, I will switch cameras and all that fun stuff. Switch over to both cameras right now, and Gee, you're early. No, you're late. Forget John. Where's the puppy? They want to see the puppy.
Oh, the puppy. Just say.
Well, if your wife's watching,
bring the puppy in.
You can bring the puppy into, put the puppy in front of the camera.
Yeah, she definitely doesn't want to be on camera.
Yeah. Or you could hand the puppy to me or John.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a nice easy hook, and I'll just show Yamez, because anytime you ask a blacksmith to do something, you've asked 10 guys to do it, every one of them does it differently. So I'm going to show him how I do my leaves, and so I'm going to make a hook with a leaf on the end of it.
Much like this.
Maybe.
It's going to be exactly like that, or he fails.
Exactly. So, first thing, come in, real short taper. See the angle of the hammer. Sometimes I'll get in there, you got, man, I need an edge here.
Sorry.
Well, like I said, you get used to your own. You can see, there's your
down here.
short taper on the end of the bar. And a nice little mat, hang it over. And mark it. Get it back in the heat.
And then bring a puppy.
Yeah. And then the pupper. Alright.
little where the focus is. Little puppy dog. Itty bitty little puppy dog. All shaky. We go to full screen here.
We just picked her up a couple hours ago.
Yeah. Go to full shot here. And
God, just one.
ah,
That name sounds familiar.
little puppy. Yeah. So
Now you're famous.
now you're famous.
Now you're famous, little girl.
Been all over the YouTubes.
Now we'll,
So John does a single-sided taper. Interesting. I thought so too. Alright.
go ahead and draw that stem down. And you can see that when I do that, I'll try to get that pretty smooth. And if it's all bumpy, if this area here where it's tapered down is all bumpy and it's lumpy, it's not going to go away later. It's better to get it nice and smooth now than to try to do it later when you go around.
Actually, it's hanging my pointing strip. It's the chakra bra right there. More, right there.
Oh, why is this so short? Mine's like this.
This is so I can point and be like, it's right here, right frickin' here.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Well, that's not the one you made out of.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah. Made that out of a railroad spike. I got another one that I made out of a railroad spike somewhere.
I was going to say, the one made out of a railroad spike is like this long. I don't know.
Yeah, that's my chakra bra.
I get overzealous. Alright, so then we'll go ahead and I'm going to taper back just a little bit more. Then I'll go ahead and start rounding it up.
This anvil ain't seen this kind of action in weeks.
Then just take it easy when you get down by the leaf so you don't hit it. The longer you do this, the more you can get your hammer control down. You'll be able to do that and make that pretty round. In one heat. So you can see that's pretty round, smooth, reasonably.
Smooth and round. I'm sorry, I'm just hype manning it with the color commentary.
Now I'll go ahead and take that out and I'll stand it up so that I keep the stem on the bottom and stand it up so that it's like on the diamond.
Right.
Squish it down a little bit. I'll squish it down with this hammer and then I'll go ahead and I'll grab a cross peen hammer and start spreading it out.
Right.
And I see some guys that they'll have one hammer and they'll try to do it all and they'll tip their hammer and twist it. And to me, that's like rebuilding your car engine with a crescent wrench. You know, it'll do it, but
Which can be done.
you got, you walk into a guy's shop, he's got 200 hammers and he's doing every single project with one hammer.
Yep, that's me. That's why he's making fun of me again, everybody.
No, whatever. Sometimes. Let me heat that up again.
We need Ben Toombs on the stream here.
No, we don't need that.
No. I've got a pokey sticks.
So let's get
He was saying he's used to his more professional forge rather than my jank setup. Yes, Eric, I am a little early because it's hot and I wanted to give my special guest all the experience of working in the South. This guy's all the way down from the frozen tundras of New York.
New York City. Get the roll.
New York City!
Hey, remember that paste?
Yeah,
New York
hey,
City.
chunky salsa.
Get the roll.
And he was making fun of this hammer earlier, you know.
No, I still will. Alright, so now you got it drawn right out, and you got it basically your leaf shape. I could go back and make that better, but I think I can make it work. That might be easy for you to hold it, but where can you hold it and be? Off to the side. What do you got?
Hello, Eric. I can stand wherever you want me to stand. Where would you like me to stand?
Right.
Right here?
Wherever you're not going to be on the screen. So now it looks how ugly it looks.
Oh, that looks terrible.
No, it's good.
Promise?
No.
Promise me it'll be better.
No.
Blame it on the guy holding it, sure.
No, it's always, you know, if you're going to make a mistake, you're going to do it while everybody's watching.
Oh, of course. Of course. Well,
So now that I got that foldered in, throw it back in the heat. And I won't burn it up there.
yeah, he almost pulled a Sully. Speaking of which, I need to dunk my head in some Yeti water.
It was pretty hilarious. Drinking a lot of water for the person that's not doing anything. You're like, wait a minute, I held that.
Yeah, I held that.
So then, like, a lot of people will take their chisel and they'll just put all them veins in. I'll just use the peen on my hand.
Sure, sure. You just don't go as hard. Yeah, I see that, and it kind of, if you don't go as hard, it looks like veins without looking like veins, or without making it look like a chisel.
I don't know, you gotta go somewhere. It won't go in.
Talk about hammer control.
Yeah, right. I'm all over the place.
He just hit my anvil. You all saw it.
Yep, anvil abuse. No longer be allowed to.
Not gonna live down burning them shoes.
What's that?
Alexis is like, I'm not gonna burn down or live down burning them shoes. We've all been there.
Oh,
Oh, you're really going for the heat.
no. I'm just trying to speed it up. So
Yeah,
they're
no, I
not,
know.
you know.
Good, take your time.
They're not-
Show them the process. If you're trying to do a speed run, you know.
It's hot.
So
Fold it over and close it right up. You got a screwdriver? Flathead?
screwdriver, flathead.
No, really, you got a screwdriver flathead?
Pry it open,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
you can
No, that would. I mean,
pry it open.
yeah. I mean, what I do is I get it started and then I just put it on the corner.
Sure. Yeah, I don't mean, but
I always start it with a screwdriver. I tried using a chisel, but it doesn't work well.
What up, Mr. Lonis? Howdy, 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 Thomas. Mr. Goody Moot. See? With a screwdriver.
Now it's on the floor.
This is a sharper edge right
Yeah. Yeah, see, it folded it right over. Hang on. You take some heat.
here. There you go.
Yeah, it's not. I think I did it when I was over here. But I can flatten it back over.
Sure, yeah. That's the wonderful thing about blacksmithing is you can always flatten it back out.
I volunteered for this.
You did. You did. Always make a flatter leaf.
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just going to cut it off and start over.
Wonderful.
'Cause
It's a fish.
I got it
Hot
folded
cut.
over and I might be able to take like a needle nose pliers or something, but I think I can.
Which I had sitting here, and you threw them across the room.
No, I didn't.
You said, "Get these out of here. These are shit."
Yeah, they're round. I mean, they're not even like normal wheel
Those
Those
are
are
my,
more like scrolling
those
tongs.
are my itty bitty scrolling tongs.
I got
My
them.
itty bitty scrolling tongs for leafing.
That, and I think I can whip out another one within like, if I'm not stopping at every stop. 2 beats.
2 heats. Everybody put a counter up.
Man,
I'm giving it back, man. I'm giving it back.
I guess all at once. All at once.
No, I'm thrilled to pieces that Mr. Burnell is here. Mr. Burnell has been instrumental in something.
Something. We don't know what.
I'll let you know when I figure it out. Yamez, show him your 1 heat leaf skills. Right? I should.
I got another bar.
I got bars for days.
I got another piece. I'm cut down, ready to go.
Oh, I just pulled my arm. My shoulder. I don't know. Oh, yeah. It might take me 2 heats. So this guest is Mr. John Burnell. You know him from the chat as John Burnell. You know. John Burnell, a.k.a. the Heckler. Wow. So now I'm heckling John. And he's showing me up. He's making me look like a goof. This is heat number 4. It's not a competition.
Well, you made it one when you said you were counting the heats.
I already lost count. Whew. What was that? 2 already? 3? 1.
That was
the
7.
first one.
That was 7.
7 heats. You heard it here first. In only 7 heats, he did a taper.
But it's a pretty taper.
This is a guy who considers using a scrolling jig cheating. So, yeah, using a scrolling jig is not cheating.
Not if you want to even. Match.
I mean, how many scrolls does your candlestick have?
It's a small candlestick, so just a couple.
100? Don't count it. I know you're trying to keep it a surprise.
96.
96. Good Lord.
A couple.
There it goes. That can't be John Brunel. He's been on the chat before. He should know better than to hang out with you in person. Right? Ben will be here soon, I'm sure.
Just to harass me. That's what Ben did.
I've already texted Ben. All he said was John who. The important lesson we're learning here is to hit the metal with the hammer.
Alright, well.
Hey, Crawdaddy.
That got me caught back up at least to the spot where I'm getting ready to start texturing the leaf right now.
Right.
So, I mean,
Right.
that was close in 2 weeks.
2 weeks to bring the leaf shapes back. Dragonstone goes, if that is his real name, John.
I mean, you gotta remember too, guys, before my heart attack I could go a lot better.
Oh, don't you dare have another heart attack in my shop. I don't have a defibrillator. I do have an electrical panel right there.
It doesn't matter. How's your homeowners?
This actually is the neighbor's yard. So
Here, let's hold that. Let's go down up the center.
that's what she said.
Yeah, she did. Just not for you.
Aww.
Oh. Said that to somebody years ago. I forget who.
That's a good one.
That's what she said every time. That's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said. And I was like, yeah, just she did it. She said that. Just not for you. That's a little better. That's funny.
Yeah. He's so mean.
But I'm trying to keep this. You know, I gotta watch it like a hawk because I'm trying to keep the fire good and hot so that it doesn't take as long to do the reheats. Because you know, I mean, for
That fire gets really hot even at low blow.
watching.
Like remember, I got a 90 going up top.
Watching blacksmithing, you know, I mean, sometimes can be like watching paint dry.
No. Really? No.
Especially, you know, I've met some guys that were really great blacksmiths, phenomenal, and they just duck their head down and start hammering and don't say a word the whole time. And it's like, are you
I'm too much of a showman.
Years ago, I was blacksmithing and I had a buddy there named Pete Robertson. He was up in Virginia, and he's a wheelwright. You know, and I was making something and I got done and he goes, John, he goes, you're a really good demonstrator. And I'm like, oh, thanks, Pete. That means a lot coming from me. He goes, yeah, you're a shit blacksmith, but you're a good demonstrator.
That's like me.
So,
I can talk up a storm. I don't know why people watch me. It's more yak yak, less whack whack.
plus you're like the opposite of Alec.
Of who?
Alec Steele.
I'm the
Yak, yak,
opposite of Alec.
yeah. He's all about the whack whack and not the yak yak.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't watch it.
I don't watch it, really. I'll take it out of here. He ain't heard that song.
Right here, but
He's like, you're gonna ruin my good screwdriver put me in there.
that's actually my oldest bullshittest screwdriver.
Really? You got worse than this? I mean,
Yeah, I do.
or no. I guess to say all the other ones are better, no, that's not saying much. Nah.
Amy! What up? Share the stream. We need as many people here to witness this glory as possible. This is like the once in a lifetime opportunity.
The pinnacle.
The pinnacle of blacksmithing in this shop. We've got the great, the one and only Johann von Brunel.
Johann Sebastian.
Johann Sebastian Brunel. All the way from New York.
New York City.
Hello, Tech. Oh yeah, they're all coming out the woodwork to see you.
Oh boy. Where are they in for a surprise? Okay, now half of it is you know I'm not using equipment that I'm used to, so
Oh, you play the equipment.
next time Yamez is coming to New York and taping it.
I don't know if I will ever get a chance to get up to New York.
Yeah, no. I didn't really expect it to.
Oh no, it's just it's just one of those. I mean, maybe on my way to somewhere important like Maine,
Canada, eh?
Canada.
Canada, eh?
Hey, Tech.
Okay, so then
How's Ron?
we're going to turn around and cut that off.
We can do another one.
And then, no, we're going to draw the taper out on the other end.
Right.
We don't need a leaf there. That's just a nice, quick, and easy draw a taper.
I have, should you need to use it, a set of offset bolt jaws.
Makes it easy right there. That leaf's pretty flat.
Okay.
Out of the way.
Yeah, they're actually right behind your left cheek.
So, I mean, there's no precision to it. I'm just going to say, yeah, about there.
About now.
About there. Some are longer than others.
That's what she said. But not to me. I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, just not to you. All right.
Oh, that's right. I have that barring. I'm not allowed in New York State anymore. Not after the last time. Those poor tourists.
And poor women and kids, children.
Poor women and children.
Okay.
They got my picture up at the state border. Says no Yamez is allowed.
I want to talk about an overexposure. Okay. Now I got to see if I can remember how to do a taper.
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know if I'd be surprised. I don't think it would surprise me at all. So this is what you call a tapir, but not the
In French, it's a tape.
tape. Not to be confused with the porcine half rodent from the rainforest called a tapir.
See that spot where I took you?
Yeah, I do. I was like,
In a minute.
I was gonna fix that.
We're going to take another heat. We're going to take another heat, yeah. This just makes the taper longer, that's all.
Yeah. It's blacksmiths don't make mistakes. They make longer tapers.
No, it's called a rapid design change. I literally just changed the design in my mind. It's
Right.
a second. Man, your amble's low. How tall are you?
Huh?
How tall are you?
Taller than you? I mean, I'm 5'10".
Yeah. Man, this anvil.
But what helps me is the power that AC/DC going on. Demonetized.
So how many people left?
All of them left.
All of them.
No.
All right. They're like, oh, Yamez. And then they said, oh, John, never mind.
Let me see. We have got currently 14 people watching. Only 4 people like you. I mean, likes have liked it, not you. Like,
Yeah, well, I mean,
you know.
I can't blame them.
Let's see.
We'll go ahead and round all that up.
And they're just doing what they do. You know, they're ignoring the stream and chatting amongst themselves about breaking ice with a ball peen hammer.
About doing what?
Breaking ice with a ball peen hammer. That is the topic of conversation currently.
Wow. Okay.
Welcome to my world. When y'all are sitting there talking about who the hell knows what. I'm going over life-changing stuff.
Like, yeah. Like, all right, guys. Does anybody actually? I think I've asked that twice. Maybe.
Hey, Mr. Maker.
I think I've asked that like maybe twice. I was like, is anybody actually listening to him?
Right? Mr. Maker is in the house. He says hi all.
Yeah, I know it's flat, but not moving it a lot, and that's the area where I'm going to be punching the holes.
Yeah, he wants to make it look like it was actually fully forged, not, you know, bare stock.
Yeah, because I got a buddy that makes them out of John P. He makes them out of 3/8 round stock, but he'll just do the leaf and the hook on the end, put his 2 holes in, but then you got a bunch of bar that's not even never been touched, and it just doesn't look right to me.
No.
So,
Like, that's a clean look that, you know, some people like, but like when somebody's looking for something hand forged, they expect every single piece of it to be hit by the hammer.
I don't need a lot of heat because I'm just trying to smooth it up, take the hammer marks out.
See, as for the height of the anvil, I apologize. When Ben Toombs comes over, I've got a stool somewhere so that he can stand on it with a chair. That he can stand on at the anvil.
Yeah, he won't.
But you know, I got to dig a pit. You know, you got long monkey arms.
Cut that little chunk out.
Really good for reaching into a foundry, right?
No, I don't reach into the forge. It's highly not recommended at work.
Alright. Temperature has gone down from 100 degrees to 99. Cool.
Woo! Man, my feeling.
Nice and cool over here. Let's put the thermometer over by where Mr. John is standing. We'll see what the temperature is by the forge. So you missed the special guest star. Yeah, the special guest star left. Oh, I had a jig ready for you.
For what? Alright, so I got the hook made. I got the leaf. I'm actually going to draw up that stem a little bit longer.
John actually moved down next door to me, so he's taking over the forging show from here on out. And he said that every Saturday is not good enough, so he's going to come over here and he's going to do a live show from this shop every single night at 6 p.m.
I want every single person that believed that to hold their breath.
No, he is from New York. He came down to buy a pupper dog. Like a teacup schnauzer?
No, it's a Pomeranian.
Okay, a Pomeranian puppy.
I don't know. It's a Pomeranian.
I know dog breeds like I know sports teams.
It's a little white fluffy doggy. Actually, my daughter has a Pomeranian, so I call it Little White Fluffy Doggy. So this one I'm like, Little White Fluffy Doggy version 2.0.
2.0.
It takes a minute to heat because it's up on top of the fire.
Oh yeah. Like a good brisket, low and slow. Shut up out there.
All this because I got too deep when I was drawing that earlier.
To kind of bring it back to a balance.
Yeah, I didn't want it to be really big up through there.
John the
And not as
Pretender
big
King?
down here.
How did he get? You didn't go through Pennsylvania, did you?
What's that?
You didn't go through Pennsylvania, did you?
Yeah,
Yeah, he snuck through, Granddad's.
when nobody was looking.
But he goes, but we don't let New Yorkers pass through PA. How'd he get there?
It was in the dead of the night. I snuck through.
In the dead of the night.
Well, we did. We drove down through the night on Friday.
Yeah, we got around here. We've got bumper stickers that say LAPD, Locals Against Pennsylvania Drivers, because
Is that worse than the New York drivers? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, well, this being a tourist area, the number one state for tourism for here is Pennsylvania. You know, so like, which we see a lot of it,
All right, so
and they cause a lot of accidents. So do Virginians and the Marylanders.
everybody but people from North Carolina.
Pretty
is that what
much.
you're saying? Like,
Now, if you're driving too slow, we curse you for driving too slow. If you're driving too fast, we curse you for driving too fast.
yeah,
New York City.
so everybody has it wrong except for the North Kakalakians.
Yeah. I tried to put him in there, but he escaped.
Where's your air conditioner?
I have an air conditioner?
No, but I do. In my shop.
No. Could you see, legitimately, in the state that it's in, could you see air conditioning?
Yes, yes. Yeah, you put in a false wall here and there and make yourself
What I'm going to be doing is that legit, that back section, 8 foot this way and 10 foot that way, is going to be a office, and that's going to be my air conditioned room. You know, and then if I hit it big with money, I'm gonna hire a crew. I'm gonna get every single thing out of here, power wash the inside completely, redo all the electric, and then spray foam insulate and get a duct system to actually have air conditioning in here.
All right, so I'm going to pull this up. You want to hold it?
He's making me work.
Holding it with the hook up.
I haven't worked this hard in months. With the hook up.
Yeah. So you keep the hook straight up and down. No. Wow. I'm going in and...
Wait, the hook, this is straight up and down.
Okay. Doesn't really work much, but I like it better. Let's read it one more time. But by pushing that material to the outside instead of removing it, if you drill through it, you remove a lot of material. So
Yeah.
we just come in and we push that material out. That way when we punch our hole in the bottom, we're not removing very much.
Right.
Yeah. Something like that.
Make sure you stop in Pennsylvania and buy some gas and eat back towels.
We get it in Virginia.
No, don't give it to Virginia.
Yeah, Pennsylvania needs it because, you know, they really, really, really need money to fix their roads.
I'm gonna have to close this door. Mosquitoes are starting.
So we're almost.
We are, just so everybody knows, we have had a banger of a mosquito season. Like, it has been insane. John Brunel. Okay, they're gonna call you. Since they don't know, they're gonna call you John Van
Is that so you get more with it?
Yeah, if you got little baby hands.
Okay, well, next time I'll just hand it to you. I'll hold the tongs and you grab the piece. And it pushes it out, you know, and leaves
It gives a nice effect. You know, it really does.
more material there. I'll do it once. And then go over that. This is great. The holes would be smaller.
I got files. If you say so, sir. I legit have somewhere files.
Okay. Now I'm just going to go up and
It's nuts. Like, I've had it hanging here this whole time. And there it is, right there. Golf ball.
yeah, I took it home.
Yeah.
I put it in my bag.
Ben Toombs!
Oh
So let me redo my intro. The world's greatest blacksmith ever
my
has deigned to come down to, you know, little my shop and grace us with his presence.
no.
Presence. He's slumming it, according to him. And Mr. John Brunel from Almost Perfect Forgeries.
Is that the name? I forgot.
He was telling me earlier today how he learned everything he knows from one Mr. Ben Toombs of Nemo's Forge.
Oh,
He learned every single thing he knows from Ben.
that's just not true.
Roy goes, or
That's
Ben
just not
goes.
true. I learned how to do it wrong from Yamez.
Ben goes. What is Roy there? Hey, Mr. Anderson.
I like Roy, but man, I really bash on him bad.
Roy knows you love him.
And I'm like, yeah, big heads here. With all them YouTube followers of his.
No, Roy loves that we keep him grounded. All right. Get him, Ben. Let me see. Ben, it says that took 5 minutes. LMAO. To teach you all that he knows. So what he did there is
He wrote it all down on a 3x5 card. And that had nothing to do with blacksmithing. He was just teaching me everything he knows. You know what I'm saying?
right. Let's do a temp check for what you're dealing with.
Yeah, 12 degrees Celsius.
We're at 118 degrees by the floor.
Cool. That explains why I went and got a rag and wiped off.
Right? You can turn that down between heats.
Yeah, but then it takes longer to heat back up, and these people are, you know, they got short attention spans. If you don't keep on it, they just start talking about random stuff in the chat and ignoring you. Then I feel like I'm doing all this for naught.
I mean, that's what I do.
Well, yeah, but I need the praise and, you know, I mean, you're like, I don't care if they don't like me.
Rock on, Tech. Yeah, I don't care if they don't like me. If they don't like me, they can click off.
Yeah, oh,
You know,
they don't like me,
I mean-
too bad. It's my show, you know, but
Let me see. Still only 9 likes out of 18 viewers. You know, y'all don't have to like it if you don't. I mean, I know I'm not forging at the moment, but you know.
Only 18 viewers, man. I should have gave away a hammer.
Did you say you're giving away a
How
hammer?
about this?
Hey, wait a minute. From this bag over
Hey,
here.
look, all I know is when I gave away a hammer, we had like 50-something people watching.
Right?
I'm like, yeah, I should give away a hammer. He's like, okay, this one over here looks good. So now all we're gonna do is just adjust it so that.
So now they're saying we're watching John attentively mess up. And I fault the guy that was holding that while you were punching.
Nah. A lot of times it's just you're working it after that and it twists. So when you get done, and really, I mean, this spot here wasn't supposed to be so long, but we had that real bad this straight. Then you lay it on there.
Was that Techron is so happy that you're here, he licked the screen?
Really?
No, he said it was dirty. Hey, Jack. Thank you. George Anderson says, nice shape. Thanks, man. I've been going on a diet.
Round is a shape.
Ben Toombs, you're lucky I had to pee. I can't type and do that.
Why not, man? It takes 4 fingers to hold it. It's not that big. That leaves you the other 6 to type with.
Yeah, but you've only got
Ben gets
5.
so much
Well, how
abuse
many?
from me. I mean, if I was Ben, yeah, I would not like me.
Bim, bida, bum, bum. That would be
Watch out. I got it.
my little brother is live on Twitch, which after this, if he's still live after John and them leave, I'll probably be joining him over there. And you know what? Just because I promised him that I would, I'm going to go ahead and put the link to his thing here in the show so that anybody who's into gaming or into zombies, because we've been playing a lot of zombie games lately, can check that out and hit follow. If you guys hit follow, and if you have Twitch, say, Yamez sent me here, I think he'll probably pee his pants in excitement.
Wow, look at that. It's so beautiful.
Who's the guest? My screen is too small. That would be Mr. John Brunell, one of the premier blacksmiths of the northeast coast.
Wow.
He's up there in the frozen tundras of, you know. But yeah.
And to think,
To
think I made you a hot cup.
He did. Oh, I'm just so in love. I'm just so in love.
After hearing you whine.
JG Anvil, how you doing? Yeah, great pair of hooks.
I need a.
What do you need?
I guess what down the line.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
fantastic.
don't look the same, but also.
I showed him how to do this, and he went ahead and did this.
Wow.
Wow.
You even put my touch mark on the first
Boom,
one.
boom. And then the, what is it, recreation.
He even put my touch mark on that first one. That was so mighty nice of him.
I was just showing the example of, I wanted you to come out here and forge in actual heat rather than up in the air conditioning like you do.
I tell you, man.
You know? So you can stop giving me crap about like, oh, I'm not going to stream today because it's freaking, 98 degrees and then 113, heat.
Listen, y'all saw it, so now you know that I can continue to harass him when he doesn't.
Yeah, y'all saw it here.
It's 82 degrees.
He rushed through that so he didn't have to do it long.
I made a lot of mistakes because I was rushing. But
Granddad says, John Brunell, are you taking I-81 through PA?
I ain't even taking whatever way my GPS tells me to go. Probably end up I-95 because we're all the way out near the coast.
Thanks, Mr. Maker. He said, look at that, 2 hooks already. We don't have to wait 2 weeks.
Here.
I'm going away.
There you go. You can give one to your brother, one to your mother.
Right on. I got
I usually give them out at the end.
the Damascus pendant that I worked on last week. I've got that ground down. I'm going to heat it and put my touch mark on it, and then heat treat it, so then clean it up and etch it.
Half my problem is I sweat ran down and got it in my glasses and I can't see anything.
Right?
That's rough.
Now we're on this cam,
that's
so you
rough.
know.
I'm coming over here.
But
I'm off the screen.
see, Tech Rock. 30 world records on COD zombies. Yeah, there you go. We're playing, on the zombie game stuff, we're playing 7 Days to Die. And we've got several servers running for, depending on who's playing with us. Mine and my little brother's server specifically is, he's got a solo server, and then I've got a server, we've got a server together where it's like we crank up the freaking difficulty. And it's like we will die a lot. And, yeah. What did he make those hooks out of? Metal. He made those hooks out of metal.
3/8 square.
3/8 square. Yes. Everybody else goes metal. 3/8 square mild steel. It's mild steel because, they're just hooks. You know.
Yeah, I mean, you're not gonna. They don't have to hold an edge.
It was like, oh my god. That's a very weak motor, but it spins it nice and fast.
Yeah, I got mine. It's got like 12-inch wheels on it.
Right. Yeah.
It's a massive one that I inherited it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have it. But it's like,
Yeah, Jack Pines hit me up on Discord, someday, and hit Little Zach or Tolchin up, and what he's doing is he's doing it with integration, so the viewer can actually send zombies or send care packages or affect the game. So it's actually really neat. And he's trying to build himself a Twitch career, or Twitch, I say career. He'd like to, but and he's trying to build a Twitch following and get all of that stuff going. And it's like I figured, I like to think that I'm fairly good at speaking to people in front of a camera, so and live stream situations. So I'm helping him out a bit. And yes, maybe I'll convince him to do the blacksmith community tries 7 Days to Die, and we get a whole bunch of us together, and all of us rush the forge. Perks and everything, and we're all like, no, I'm going to make the metal. No, I'm going to make the metal. No, I'm going to make the metal. So yeah, it's kind of a fun little game to party, and once I get settled in and showered and everything back set up tonight, I'll probably be joining him. So if anybody who's watching could do me a favor, and if you have a Twitch, especially if you don't, if you feel like making a Twitch account and just clicking follow on it, cool. Just to show that I can actually help somebody. Heard, Jack. Alright. Hey, Chaz. Now, is that on Steam? Yes, it's on Steam.
what's it?
They're talking the 7 Days to Die zombie game. Yeah, it's neat. You can forge your own weapons and kill zombies with them.
Yeah.
I know you're not a gamer.
I'm not a gamer at all.
If it doesn't have to do with the act of hitting metal, I mean, we could even be talking about blacksmiths of the past, and you're like, what does this have to do with blacksmithing?
No, the alien blacksmiths or the
Magnesium?
the blacksmith
Oh!
in Atlantis.
he is here, we can actually pull out and bust out the magnesium. All right. So I've got a jar of magnesium here.
A jar of beans,
A
magnesium.
thing of magnesium that we are going to attempt to forge right now. No, it's crushed glass. I'm getting the red dot.
The red dot. Yeah.
So,
Oh man.
yeah, it seems like everybody else is running. Once you turn that forge off, everybody's like, all right. You know, we don't like hearing Yamez talk. We just wanted to watch John actually do something for a change. So.
Yeah, and John was rushing through it, and it's hot. It's hot. I was making a lot of mistakes.
But
We should have made the hot cup.
we should have. Oh, speaking of which, all is not for naught. No. You know how I always complain about not having. I don't complain. I wouldn't say I complain. I always say that I need to make myself a handled hot cut. Look what John made me. You know, I mean, it's a handled hot cut. So now I have no excuse for doing better work. You know, so thanks.
And I brought you a piece of stuff so you can make another
And,
one.
oh my God, he goes, oh, you want a piece of coil spring? I'm like, I got plenty of coil spring.
I don't know where you put it.
I go, I got plenty of coil spring. You know, I got coil springs coming out the yin yang. And he goes, well, here, this is coil spring. I go, is it from a train? and he goes, no, it's from a shaker for polishing shaker.
It shakes the sand out of the castings.
Shakes sands out of castings. So, yeah. You know. Right? So now I got one of them chunks. I'm going to make myself
I used to bring home the whole
it's
string.
5160 for sure?
I have no idea.
Okay. They would make a decent claw hammer. It being, you know, a springy steel.
I mean, it is a spring.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I'd say just
Yeah,
cut off a
John,
piece and draw it out, and then heat it,
see what happens.
clench it, snap it.
Play with
You
it.
know. Well, and then pay attention to where your heat was when you heated it. Like this end was bright yellow, and then and then just keep breaking it back until you get to
Yeah.
Then you'll know what color did what, and probably going to quench that in oil.
Yes, Mr. Maker, John is actually a foundry master. He's the guy who designs alloys and
No, I don't design them. The computer tells me what to add. I just add the chemical additions to the iron.
yeah,
That's why I add the carbon, the silica, the magnesium,
molybdenum,
molybdenum. Oh, we don't have too many jobs anymore that do molybdenum. We used
chromium,
to. Well, we don't add chromium to anything. That's
uranium.
Not uranium.
I'm thinking of all the aniums I know. You know,
Yamez.
Alexis is the freaking
Yamez.
Yamazium, magnesium.
Yeah.
You work at a foundry. You could make magnesium. Figure it out.
Yeah, I'll just stand there and throw a jar of Hellman's into the furnace and see what happens.
Hellman's. Oh, you damn Yankee. Dukes. Dukes.
Hellman's.
Dukes.
Hellman's.
Dukes.
Hellman's.
Dukes.
Hellman's.
Yes. All right. So, with that, I know it was a short stream, but you know how streams are pretty short these days.
How long was it?
An hour.
Yeah.
Pretty much exact.
I was just saying, that's not a short stream. That's normal. That's longer than your
I
streams lately.
remember I used...
You're like 30 minutes in, you're like,
No.
oh, I'm dying. It's hot. I'm going to wrap this up. Arizona iced tea isn't sending me anymore.
Hashtag not a sponsor. No, it's I used to do the 6-hour streams, and then I cut it back to 2 hours, and then it's like, well, you know, crap. Let me just go up to a 1 hour stream. And it's like, because I've done so many long streams, I consider a 1 hour stream a short stream. So,
I would too if it wasn't 100 degrees.
right? You know, I told you, don't give me shit no more.
I'll still get your shit.
But
I make no promises.
George goes, he's the equivalent of a metal baker. Can I get a dozen chromium muffins, please?
No problem.
Yeah, It just goes, and I did 2 hours and 40 minutes a couple of weeks ago. You whiny little, right?
Well, I'll do whole days, at the fair in a couple of weeks, but I won't.
Yeah, but
it won't be 98 degrees.
Yeah, it won't be 100 degrees. Anyway, not that we're going to stand here and complain all day. I mean, that's,
Now shit.
Yeah, I hear you. Wait till you get my age. It's a bottle opener. He's over here digging through my shop, seeing what Sully's when Sully was here, Alexis was here, and it was like, I see why you could never find anything. It's all rust red, rust brown. Everything is the same color. And here's the thing: I polished this stuff before. I wire brushed it. I've kept it clean. The dew point here is like, every single morning, everything in here has a sheen of moisture on it, and it immediately turns red. So screw it, leave the patina.
Carnuga wax.
Yeah. Hey, Matt, you guys caught us right at the end. We were just kind of jawing as I've got a Snoop in the shop. That's a fractal burner.
Yep.
See, I know it looks like a mess. I got fractal burner on top of vinegar. The blue lid is acid.
Ferric chloride.
Ferric chloride acid. This one is, I believe, sand.
Yeah, there's a system. I know.
There's a system,
There's a whole system.
and
Like I
it's
said.
crappy.
You don't think there's a reason that every time I send out a picture of the shop, it's the one from when I first built it.
Right?
It's messy now.
But I mean, these
but it
guys get to
still
see
has
us
air
jaw. But so you see, like from this post here, right? This beam here to the wall, and then about one section and a half, about where this side of that tire is. I plan on that being the office, okay? And then having that deck be up top. A lot of this stuff, the deep storage stuff, can go on top of that. These shelves here push all the way up against that wall, and then I've got this massive open space.
Let's put a wall here and one there on the other side.
Well,
This area, like a small window unit, if you insulate it, we're cool.
the idea is to have large open space because I want to work on larger projects. I want to have a large forge and a hinged pass-through.
we're talking instead of paying attention to that.
Yeah,
Yeah. Now they know how it feels.
Yeah, now you know how it feels. But have a forge up against here with a large pass-through that I can like pull a pulley, and it opens the thing so that I can pass large things through it. And then a big, large 8x
Hole behind the hammer.
4x8. Yeah. I actually don't need one because I have it at an angle. I get a decent
amount, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look at
Mine
this.
too. I was gonna.
Because I have it at a slight angle. I mean, that's quite a bit of, by the time I reach that, I can cool that end off and flip it around.
I did this sign thing there once, and I had to do just a big S scroll. It was like 3/4 or 7/8 stock, but my tapers on each end were like 7 feet long. So that it started at 3/4 and tapered down to a fine point, evenly over 7 feet long on each side. It ended up being like 15 feet long. I had to put a hole behind my thing.
And at that point, if it was just for one project,
and then just put a door in.
this thing is socketed, I can unbolt it and walk it out if I need to.
Yeah, like I said.
All right. So with that, guys, we're going to go ahead and call it a day. I don't want them wasting their gas and running out of gas in my driveway.
My wife's sitting in the car with the AC on,
Yeah.
keeping the puppy cool.
So I want to let them get back on the road so that they can get through Pennsylvania as fast as possible. Don't stop. It's a dangerous, dangerous country.
It's only like a 10-hour drive.
Yeah. So with that, guys, I will bring up what's it called? The Goodnight Fire, which I know all of you guys miss.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Oh yeah, I think they can still hear us. Yeah, they can still hear us.
Oh, now's the
The audio changes to this one now.
Can we talk bad about Ben now?
Oh, we can talk bad about Ben all we want, but as soon as those words start, I gotta go into my soothing, deep voice, and I gotta be like, But y'all know the drill here.
I gotta get a drink. Here, even my ounces.
I got a trash can right over here. Good night, fire. Good night, coal. Good night, embers. Good night, glow. Good night, hammer. Good night, tongs in the rack. Good night, steel. From yellow to black. Anvil is quiet. Still is the tweer. Good night, blacksmiths. Everywhere. All right. Don't worry, Tolchin. I'm going to be cleaning up. I got to get my computer all in, and I told these guys I linked the Twitch if they want to continue hanging out with me to go there. So, everybody, Tolchin is my brother, and got a few people who are saying, "Oh, 7 Days to Die, I'll play." So we may have to do a long stream for that. Anyway, see y'all in a bit. See y'all on Tolt's channel. Night.